Welcome to another magical moon message. This is the Peace Dealer. I'm officially part of the Cornrow Club. Um, I didn't know you're not supposed to wash cornrows, so they look pretty frizzly, dusty, or whatever. But other than that, um, welcome to Moon and Gemini. Boom. This is going to be somewhat miraculous, y'all. Sun is shining. First thing I want to remind you is that someone secure in themselves and who's not that was a B, who's not a TB. That's great. I was about to say who's not a total bitch, and then this B is in front of me. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I love irony. But yeah, someone who's secure in themselves and not a total bitch. ATB for short. Okay, you can call people TBs, but there's a certain way that they interact with you which doesn't necessarily enable what they don't, you know, like about you, but also doesn't necessarily project their insecurities at you. Because some of your hearts are still, receptive to vibrational aspects of your own inner psyche and also, other projected vibes. And you may feel outnumbered in the sense where you're stressed. And I think I need to remind you that you're a giant that is getting pricked by ants. I think some of y'all need this visual because I think you see how certain people may have superficial and fake indicators of success. A lot of people still don't know what success is. A lot of success that you see is not really true success. A lot of the concepts that you see in this world aren't necessarily really shit. Honestly, this world is over, y'all. We had the Saturn Pluto conjunction last year. We had the Jupiter Saturn conjunction. So we're getting ready to close off this cycle. Saturn Aries, Pluto Sag. Y'all are creators of the new world. Pluto Scorpio and Saturn Cap Aqua and Pisces. Y'all closing this bitch up. We closing this bitch up. So shout out to Pluto Virgo. Shout out to Pluto Libra. But I really want to ask you how deep is this spiritual path for you? Because unfortunately, a lot of people are spiritual, or I'm not even gonna say spiritual. A lot of people are authentic until it's really time to be authentic. It's so easy to be like, oh yeah, I believe in God, or I walk this path, and I ride by this path, until you get an offer for like $3 million to forsake your beliefs and ideals. And it's so easy to make excuses for yourselves. Like, oh, well, but I need this because I need to feed my family, or, if I don't get rid of this page, I built all these followers and whatnot. And you're forgetting that you're placing so much importance in a system and structure that ain't shit. I'm just be honest. So, do you know, one, you have infinite power in your soul? Two, do you know you're God incarnate? Three, do you know that there is a new heaven and new earth? Like so many people here are so attached to the ways and structures of the system that was built centuries ago as a part of an old world model. So many people are so brainwashed and deluded, and it's not because they're dumb. Most of these people are intelligent. It's just they don't really see through subtle dynamics that other people may see through rarely. And so all of this stacking up is really just going to remind you more who really has their intent in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, you know, when you put your faith into that which is unseen, this society and its material reductionist ways has such a entitled demand for results. Even though we're dealing with spiritual principles that ground in the physical, right? Shall your will be done on earth as it is in heaven, as above, so below. You know, it's very easy for someone to put up some prosperity gospel or feel good doctrine until it's time to do the fucking work. And then you make these stupid ass excuses. And so the first thing I need to ask you is, do you know you have treasures in heaven? Do you prioritize this real world more than the true state of you? You have a celestial body, you have a spirit. This world teaches you you're just a material flesh suit, which is a lie. That's just like 1/3 or 1/4 of the truth. So I'm gonna say this again because that's gonna be, especially with Saturn and Jupiter, that's squaring Uranus and Taurus. That's gonna be a huge wake up call for a lot of you. So many of you are too attached to the ways of the world, people's opinions. At the end of the day, some of y'all really just want to be famous. You want to be accepted. A lot of y'all walking this path have been seen as weird or different your whole life, and you may act like I don't care, but you do care. You want acceptance. You want these people to actually see you as cool, which is just sad. It's a shame. And honestly, like, I understand that. That's a totally normal feeling, but you also have to remember you didn't get this far for nothing, just to forsake the true treasures of your soul. The point of what I'm saying is, don't attach to things here so much that you hold on to it when you can gain something better. The value of your own integrity is worth more anything that you can be given in this world. I can be offered billions of dollars for a contract and turn that shit down if it's not, you know what I'm saying? Money doesn't define me. That's it. That's integrity. Denzel Washington does this too. Denzel Washington is the GOAT. He's one of the only ones who kept it real. You've never seen Denzel Washington wear a fucking dress. Go look. Tell me if you've ever seen Denzel wear a dress. Ever. Tell me if you've ever seen Denzel like act in a role that portrays something bad. And I think that deserves to be honored, because so many people make these dumbass excuses like, oh, well, it's for the money, or it's for the clout, or, I just need to do it. You don't. So, you need to be willing to say no, maybe even to that crush who may have toxic behavior that will lead you down the wrong path. And a lot of people aren't there, but some of you are. And this isn't about separating who's better or not. This is really just about reminding you that you have an incorporeal, immaterial facet of yourself that is more valuable than anything that's material, because everything that you see is finite and everything that's invisible lasts forever. And so, the trap in the system is to really think you only live once, and after this, that's it. When this is just the beginning, but did it ever really start or end? The moon in Gemini is going toward the North Node. We're getting ready to complete this ascension cycle with the full moon in Cancer. And so you have, through Taurus, manifested and downloaded the nature of power from Capricorn into your physiology to quicken your auto nervous system's relationship with your spirit. This moon in Gemini is going to make you receptive of the actual experience, like you turn something on and then boop, 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 and you get an initial experience, unlike a peak experience opposite, which is Sag. And so you're literally going to be integrating the ascension of power that started since this new cycle. And once again, some of y'all you're studying this process because you fucking care what stupid idiots think about you. If someone had integrity, they would approach you, even if they didn't like you. You know what I'm saying? And like, for example, if I don't like someone, I don't talk behind their back. I don't send them negative energy. I confront them about it because I'm real like that. A lot of people aren't real like that. They just say they're real, but gossip behind people's back. You can't be real if you gossip behind people's back. That's just facts. So a lot of y'all are pressed over people who spiritually are ants. You know those dogs who act like, oh, they're big, and they bark, and then you step closer and they back up? That's what these people are. They will never bring that to your face. And y'all are giants worried about the opinion of sheep and ants. And no disrespect to ants, because ants go hard. I'm just speaking in terms of size. The small part of ants go hard, so I don't even want to disrespect ants like that. These people are lesser than ants. Or let me not even say these people, the energies operating within these people that they're mistakenly identified with are just scum. So it is what it is. I never want to be that person to bring that light and love. If y'all want compassion, go to a fucking Cancer, my nigga. If y'all want me to talk nice, go to a Libra. You gonna get the reason why people hate Gemini, right? Donald Trump, Kanye West, Kodak Black. We're not afraid to tell the fucking truth. We don't hold our tongue, and apparently, people are so sensitive that that's our fault. Oh well. Anyway, the moon's in Gemini, so you're gonna get more of that, and it's not just gonna be from me. This is enlightening the incredible ascension of your power. The 6th house transit from Gemini to Cap is an integration. So you activated with the new moon in Sag, you activated the new moon, and then you had the first quarter square, and now everything that you activated, you're integrating through Gemini, linking the peak power of physicality and physiology in Capricorn, the integrity of your self-realized character that we just completed, with the enlightenment and true understanding of not only how to think about it, but you're going to really experience now what you've downloaded into your body. And the synchronicities you've gotten so far are about to skyrocket. The moon going over the north node before a full moon is going to highlight you to the true nature of where you should direct your efforts. And the moon is also trining Saturn and Jupiter, starring it out in Aquarius. That's literally downloading to your soul the knowledge to push you through by the time we come back and start the new moon in Capricorn. The moon is also going to be opposite Venus in Sag, which is squaring Neptune. So y'all are picking up essences from people who are your archetype, and you're thinking they're your soulmate. These people are not your soulmate. These people are reflecting the archetype of this energy you're connecting with, or of your soulmate. You will know who this is because you will not be confused. A lot of you are confused because you're picking up signs and connections with people, but you're forgetting that the people who you're connecting with are not their physical appearance. They're a soul having a human experience, and you may mistaken that soul vibe for their physical appearance. And we had to learn through that, and that's totally fine if you make that mistake. But a lot of you may be confused with this Neptune square because you're seeing connections with somebody that on the surface it doesn't really seem like it's possible. First of all, anything is possible, so if it doesn't seem possible now, it will be later. A lot of y'all are going to get hit with profound visions and signs that will be unbelievable to you, but you need to hold it in truth. You don't control everything. Things just play out the way they're meant to as we, make integral decisions. And so I don't even want to tell you to put faith. Just know it's going down. But this is going to be confusing to you because you may mistaken the messenger, like a woman or a man may present this message, and instead of taking the message, you look at the messenger like, oh, it's you. And no, this person just represented that archetype so that you can mutually recognize each other. You'll know that person is your soulmate because they'd open themselves up to you and you wouldn't have any issues. And the only reason why I'm bringing up soulmates and romance, which normally is enough to be like, is because Venus is squaring Neptune and super romantic Pisces, and this is actually a wave so that you can integrate the knowledge of this in what you do. And this doesn't have to be a romantic connection with a human being. It could be with a dog, it could be with a job. It's just bringing the energy of romance to ascend how you even see this in your life, because life should be a romance in a sense where everybody is a part of this, whether platonic or sexual. But if we're talking about supernatural abilities, the moon in Gemini is going to enlighten you to the truth of how to do them. So you already manifested them. Now you're going to know how to do it and integrate it in your life. Okay? Once we get to that full moon, it's going to be a total breakthrough. It's going to be a complete shit show. I know y'all peeped that other day when I did the reading, I said some explosive or something crazy is going to happen, and the explosion happened in Tennessee, like that day. So, just keep in mind, stay safe, stay smart, and don't take seriously the projections sent at you because they're being sent by little bitches. And this is just meant to test your character And you have to use reverse psychology. The fact that you're picking up on this, on the surface is what they put, but it's the opposite they feel. Otherwise, their actions would match their words. If someone doesn't like you, then why are they keep on? Right. Other than that, y'all stay blessed as always.